Hi, Johannes here, and welcome to the second video in this course about Chaldean Numerology. In the first video, we introduced you to some central concepts. We told you about the divine origins of Chaldean Numerology. We told you that numerology is like music, that our names are like chords that envelop us, and these chords can either be harmonious, meaning that they attract pure thoughts, emotions, and experiences into our lives, or that they can be disharmonious, attracting negativity, low emotions, and challenging experiences into our lives. We also talked about the 6 cornerstones in Chaldean Numerology. In Cornerstone 1, we told you about the numbers 0 to 9, the fundamental building blocks in numerology. In Cornerstone 2, we told you about the digit sum, which is the number's fundamental archetype. In Cornerstone 3, we showed you numerological addition, and you hopefully understood that in numerological addition, you add the digit sums and not the numbers themselves. In Cornerstone 4, we told you about numbers and meaning, that any number, no matter how big, has its own personality and archetype. All numbers have the 9 main fundamental archetypes decided by their digit sum, but on top of that, they also have their own individuality. In Cornerstone 5, we told you about the Chaldean alphabet to number conversion. Finally, in Cornerstone 6, we told you that all numbers are emanations of the divine, but that specific numbers or number combinations can still pose significant challenges for us humans here on the physical level. In this video, we will introduce one of the most fascinating topics in Chaldean numerology, the Chaldean charts. In the Chaldean chart, we look at the interplay between our birthday numbers and our name value numbers and see how these numbers interact. So let us first take a look at how we place your names into the chart. In numerology, you understand the meaning of a name by finding its corresponding numeric value. Our names are created by letters which each have a specific number value. When you add up all the numbers in a name, you get the whole number. This number is the number value of the name. Here you see the Chaldean way of assigning numbers to the letters. Chaldean numerology is much more precise regarding the interpretation of names than Pythagorean numerology. This system of assigning numbers to letters is based on the phonetics and vibrations in the letters and not the mere order of the letter in the alphabet, which is what Pythagorean numerology does. As the numbers progress, the letters are pronounced further and further back in the mouth and accumulate more energy. The letters F and P are not pronounced in the back of the mouth though, but are powerful outbursts of energy. The number 9 is a transcendent vibration and therefore no letter is assigned to the number 9. For example, let us take a look at the name Elvis. We have E equals 5, L equals 3, V equals 6, I equals 1 and S equals 3. All in all, it adds up to 18 in numerology, written as 18/9. Anyone with the name Elvis has the vibration of 18/9 with them and will be influenced by this vibration. 18/9 is a Mars energy. 9 resonates with the planet Mars, which is a warrior planet. So the name Elvis will give the person that bears it masculinity, strength, focus, and direction. It might also potentially give the person anger issues, fanaticism, and a tendency to suppress one's emotions. Now that you've understood digit sums, numerological addition, and how to convert names into number values, let us move on to numerology charts and how they are built up. We mentioned Elvis before. Now we're looking at the chart of the famous pop icon Elvis Aaron Presley, born on the 8th of January 1935. So how is all of this built up? As you can see, the full view is composed of 5 charts, each describing different aspects of the soul structure, psyche, vocation, personality, and what one attracts into one's life. We have the higher self chart here, the psychic self chart here, the vocation chart here, the personality chart here, and the name chart, or human self as it is also called, here. So let's quickly run through these charts to get an overview. Up here we have the higher self chart. The numbers in the higher self chart are created solely by the numbers in your birth date. This chart shows the vibrations that your soul has chosen to reincarnate in and what lessons you need to learn and assimilate. It also shows your karma from previous lives and your highest aspirations and potential in this life. Over here to the right of the higher self chart, we see the psychic self chart. The numbers in the Psyche chart are also solely created by the numbers in your birth date. This chart shows how your soul manifests its energies in the course of your lifetime. It is the unfoldment of your psychic energies and reveals the deepest needs of your being. Your vocation chart is down here to the right. It is created by your day of birth and by the vowels in your names. This chart shows your deepest desires, secret longings, how you like to use your time, and what you attract into your life. Your personality chart is shown down here to the left. It is created by your day of birth and the consonants in your names. This chart shows how your personality and charisma manifest themselves and what other people see and perceive. Your name chart is the big central chart that we see here, and this chart is created by your birthday vibration and your full names. This chart shows how your life in physical manifestation unfolds. We analyze your names and what they mean by themselves and explore the other numbers representing the different areas of your life. Your love life here, your friends here, your associates here, and your brand and reputation here. We will go more in depth with these charts now. This triangle positioned on top is called the Higher Self chart and sometimes also referred to as simply the Soul chart. The Higher Self or Soul chart tells us about who we are at the deepest level. Most people can feel their deepest essence even if they have lived a life where they have not been able to fulfill that essence and deepest calling. One of the most critical positions in the Higher Self chart is your day number, meaning the day in the month that you were born, and it is placed here. So if you were born on the 8th like Elvis was, we write 8 here followed by the slash and the digit sum of 8. The day number is one of the most critical numbers in Chaldean Numerology and accounts for 1/3 to 1/2 of your personality. The month is placed up here and very much influences your outer personality, like your star sign would. The month energy together with your first name energy very much dictate your outer energy, how you interact with the outer world. So we could poetically call your month energy for your soul name. The year is placed up here. Here with Elvis Presley we take the birth year 1935 and reduce it, so 1 + 9 + 3 + 5 equals 18/9, which we write up here. Our life path tells a lot about how we feel inside, our emotional life, the nature of the karma that we bring with us from earlier lives, our innermost yearnings and longings. As we grow older, we tend to transition from our life path number to our higher life path number. The higher life path number usually awakens in our 30s as we embrace our adult responsibilities. The life path numbers are the numbers of your soul, the person you are at the very deepest level and what people intuitively feel like the number that represents the core of their inner being. The life path numbers represents how you feel in the evening and night and also dictates the content of your dreams, while the day vibration is how you feel during the day. The life path numbers resonate with the moon. They are deep, profound, feminine, mysterious, and hidden. The day vibration number resonates with the sun. It is our personality archetype, which is visible, emanating, dictates the principles of action, and casts light on the outer world, filling the mind with light and knowledge. The big life path number is the full resonance of your higher life path. It shows how your full potential can unfold, making this such a fascinating number to study. The big life path is the ultimate direction that you must take for your life to reach your full potential. Understanding this number in great detail is what will bring you forth with leaps and bounds. By understanding and resonating with this number, understanding its strengths and potential pitfalls, you could potentially burn the karma of many lifetimes because you go straight to the essence of your being, to your most important life lessons. Now let's delve into the Psychic Self chart located to the right of the Higher Self chart. The Psychic Self chart is fascinating as it reveals how your inner potentials, reflected in your birth numbers, manifest as real emotions and life themes at various stages of your life. All the potentials from your Higher Self chart are integrated into this numeroscope chart. When we take a step back to view the entire chart, we see that all 4 charts here and here and here and here are based on the numeroscope, while the higher self chart up here has a unique triangular form. The higher self chart displays an overarching theme throughout our lives, whereas the numeroscope primarily illustrates how energies evolve over time and space. In essence, we're taking your potential, your higher self, and situating it within the context of your life, from childhood to adulthood, making the psychic self chart both profound and tangible. Examining a person's psychic self chart, I can discern the deepest emotional currents within them and trace their formation back to early childhood. This chart also reveals defense mechanisms and how an individual constructs psychic structures to compensate for any deficiencies. For instance, if the childhood portion of the psychic self chart indicates a difficult upbringing, I can examine the adult portion to see how they cope with or compensate for these inattentions. Consider Elvis's chart. We see a strong masculine presence during his childhood, and his diligent father instilled a solid work ethic. The 18-9 could signify various things, but often represents a struggle to achieve a goal. In this position, it shows Elvis's determination and an inner belief that life is a constant struggle for survival. This isn't surprising given Elvis's impoverished upbringing. The adult psychology addressing this struggle is represented by the 17-8, the spotlight number, indicating a strong desire for fame and attention. But the 16-7 in the center, derived from the 2 times 17-8 energy that we see up here, indicates that this celebrity status also caused significant anxiety. We know that Elvis suffered from severe stage fright, yet the 18-9 energy and 17-8 desire for attention compelled him to continue. Interestingly, this theme of seeking fame is echoed in the name chart with the double 17-8 and 16-7 at its core. Now let's examine Oprah Winfrey's chart. Her psychic self chart shows a difficult childhood marked by abuse, indicated by the 12-3 that we see here. The combination of numbers suggests a sense of alienation and isolation. In her adult life up here we see the numbers 5, 3 and 8, a combination known as a civil rights activist, which signifies a strong desire to empower the voiceless. This often stems from feeling unheard during childhood. Here we can see how Oprah's childhood abuse transformed into a passion for advocating for others. These examples, Elvis and Oprah Winfrey, illustrate how our psychology develops through the psychic self chart. Analyzing the psychic self chart can be shocking for many. Initially, people may only be familiar with calculating their life path number using their birth date as seen in the higher self. They don't anticipate that numerology is sophisticated enough to reveal their innermost feelings and development over time, as demonstrated by the psychic self chart. This realization can be quite jarring, as it feels as if one's inner life is being laid bare. For many, having their psychic self revealed can be an eye-opening and transformative experience. The initial shock gives way to catharsis as deeply buried emotions and inner conflicts are brought to the surface. This is why Chaldean Numerology is an invaluable tool for coaches, psychotherapists, and psychologists. The insights provided by numerology offer a starting point for their clients' inner work. Now let's dive into your vocation chart or heart's desire chart, which is created using the vowel values in your name. These vowels give us insight into your desires, likes, dislikes, and hidden motives behind your actions. They also reveal your true intentions behind your decisions and act as resonators, meaning that they draw what you desire into your life. These numbers even reflect your hobbies and interests. So this area is especially fascinating because it clarifies why people may experience new desires and longings after changing their name. We often witness this in women who take their husband's last name after marriage. For some, this change introduces new numbers and brings positive life changes. However, for others, the love that was fueled by the numbers in the vocation chart may suddenly shift or even vanish, which is, of course, a bit tragic. The most captivating number in the vocation chart is the heart's desire number, which represents the culmination of all the numbers within the chart. It signifies our willpower and drive, elevating it beyond simple desire. Now here in Elvis's case, we see the 17/8 once again. Not only did he have a strong 17-8 potential in his psychic self chart, but he also has a powerful will or desire to become a celebrity. So let's examine the numbers in the chart more closely. The numbers at the top signify the mental aspects of desire, while those at the bottom represent the more emotional aspects. We could also say that the top numbers embody the mental motivation behind our desires, while the bottom numbers represent the emotional or subconscious motivation. In Elvis's case, we see the same numbers, creating a vertical symmetry. This is powerful because it suggests that his thoughts and feelings about his desires are in harmony. This congruence provides a person with a potent drive and increases the likelihood of achieving their desires. It minimizes conflict between heart and mind. The composite number here is 51-6, derived from the 5 on the left aura and the 1 on the right. The 51-6 is full of ambition, striving for social prominence. Both 18-9, which is prominent in Elvis's chart, and the 51-6 share the drive to be the best. However, 18-9 is more goal-oriented and less concerned with others' opinions, while 51-6 seeks love and recognition. What's also super intriguing is the presence of the composite number 96-6, known as Casanova. The 9 represents masculinity and the 6 femininity, so the 96 is concerned with the interaction between these two poles. As part of the Vocation Chart, it indicates that Elvis had an enormous charisma and could greatly impact the opposite sex, which he undoubtedly could. In Elvis's time, the hysteria exhibited by his female fans was a new phenomenon. His nickname, Elvis the Pelvis, was very aptly given. From a numerological standpoint, it's no surprise that women were captivated by him, as he embodied both masculine and celebrity qualities while also being a Casanova at heart. However, there's a downside to the 6 and 15-6 numbers in the center of the Vocation Chart. The number 6 is associated with comfort, particularly comfort found in food. Elvis was no exception. He indulged in unhealthy foods when not dieting. When he strayed from his diet, the karma was immediate, manifesting as obesity and low self-esteem, the negative aspects of the number 6. This example demonstrates how Elvis's names provided him with powerful attributes, but also introduced energies that didn't align with his essence numbers. The temptations presented by the number 6 often proved too much for the higher self, whose mission was to be disciplined, focused, and on track. Now let's explore the personality chart, which is built using the consonants in your name. While consonants give actual form to words and vowels are more subtle and hidden, the same is true for the relationship between the vocation and personality charts. As we saw earlier, your vocation chart represents your inner desires, attention, and will, while your personality chart defines your personality and charisma, your outer form in the physical world. It showcases the traits and qualities you project outwardly. One of the keys to achieving great success in numerology is having powerful numbers and combinations in both your vocation and personality charts. But first, you must consciously awaken these numbers and combinations. When examining Elvis's personality chart, we notice the number 17 again. So not only does 17 appear as the heart's desire number over here in the vocation chart, it's also present as the personality number. This means that when people see Elvis, they primarily see the number 17, signifying celebrity and star quality. A recurring number combination in Elvis's personality chart is 87-6, known as the occultist or the magician. This combination grants immense, almost occult-like charisma, and when placed in the personality chart, it bestows an almost otherworldly power of fascination. The energy of 87 captivates followers or fans, causing them to lose their individuality and feel an overwhelming need to express devotion. This combination appears in the charts of many captivating historical figures, such as Lady Diana, who also had 87-6 in her chart and who mesmerized the masses. However, 87-6 is a double-edged sword that can be beneficial or detrimental depending on how it's wielded. Both Adolf Hitler and Elvis had the 87-6 in their charts, and while they can't be directly compared, they both held a mesmerizing sway over crowds with their charisma so potent that people seem to lose themselves in their presence. Seeing these numbers in Elvis's chart certainly helps explain many aspects of his personality and influence. In our quest to deepen our understanding of numerology, we have embarked on one of the most ambitious research projects ever undertaken in this field. Using advanced software, we have analyzed the numerological charts of over 100,000 successful and famous people throughout history. Our study examined their day vibration, month vibration, year vibration, life path numbers, names, vocation chart, and personality chart, correlating the results with their personality traits, career choices, and levels of success. Our findings revealed that the day vibration and personality numbers are the most crucial indicators of career choice and success. Here are some examples. People born on the 1st excel in finance, dominate in sports, and climb to the top of society. Those born on the 2nd thrive in entertainment. Individuals born on the 5th display speed and dexterity. People born on the 17th exude a celebrity vibe. While the day vibration is innate, the personality number is derived from the consonants in your name. This is why undergoing a numerological name change can lead to acquiring the traits of the personality number. Our study also confirmed the meanings behind certain numbers according to Chaldean Numerology. 17-8, known as the star, bestows celebrity and star qualities. We found that having 17 as a personality number or at the heart of a personality chart often leads to fame. 33/6 signifies success in career, particularly traditional careers. This number is prevalent among successful doctors and lawyers. 34/7, called the spiritual king, grants international resonance, often resulting in global success. 35/8 provides organizational talent as well as a desire to lead and dominate. 36/9 imparts leadership skills, which is evident in many leaders and presidents who share this number. Furthermore, 37/1 gives beauty and courage to one's personality and is often seen in royalty and skilled poets or orators. 38/2 resonates strongly with entertainment and is commonly found in musicians. These findings validate the power of Chaldean numerological name changes. As our clients adopt new names, we witness them taking on the qualities of these numbers in their aura, attracting the positive aspects associated with each number into their lives. As we reach the end of our analysis, we now turn to the name chart, which is formed by our names and our day vibration here at the top. This interaction generates the structure of our personality and the different aspects of our lives. While the higher self chart provides insight into our destiny, essence, and life mission, the name chart, also known as the human self chart, offers a more grounded present-day perspective on our personalities and the daily challenges that we face. In a way, we could say that combining our vocation numbers from the vocation chart with the personality numbers composed of consonants results in our full name, the complete personality, and the culmination of our vocation and charisma. The name chart reveals our relationship with money, sexuality, and problem solving. It also highlights our strategies for interacting with various types of people, such as loved ones, friends, colleagues, and the general public. One key number in the name chart is the life expression number, which is the sum of all our names. This number indicates what we actually attract into our lives, both physically and emotionally. Our names can either support the resonances of the higher self or create disharmony with them. Therefore, it's crucial to have good names that facilitate the transfer of your essence from your birth numbers to your physical manifestation. Alongside your birthday vibration, your names create all the other numbers in the name chart, such as the auras, the life expression, the pillar number, the spine number, and the centers. The name chart is the most tangible of the charts and reveals the actual physical outcomes that we will encounter in this life. So examining Elvis Presley's chart, a numerologist would immediately notice the recurring theme of 17-8 and 16-7, which we observed in the psychic self chart. These numbers grant celebrity status and fame, but also bring a great deal of inner anxiety. A trained numerologist would also spot the numbers 16-7 and 12-3 in the solar plexus center. Both 12-3 and 16-7 are numbers associated with addiction. 16-7 seeks to escape fear and anxiety, while 12-3 aims to calm the mind and quell incessant thoughts. Traditionally, the 12-3 is often linked to alcohol abuse, while 16-7 is connected to drugs that help to soothe the mind and evade reality. These numbers, particularly 16-7 and 12-3, appearing in this part of the chart, also represent the inability to keep impure substances out of the body, since the lower half of the name chart symbolizes the material world and the physical body. When you find these numbers 16 and 12 in this area, it often indicates substance or drug abuse. Elvis, as we know, struggled with a severe drug problem. Many people believe that Elvis ultimately died from the pills and drugs prescribed by his personal physician to combat his stage fright. So this was a quick introduction to the charts. By understanding your numbers in the different positions, you'll be starting on an incredibly profound journey of self-discovery, and not only that, you'll be learning a lot of numerology along the way as well. Now that you know how the charts are built up and what each chart stands for, it's time to take this journey onto a completely new level. In the next video, it's all about you. I will tell you how you can begin to explore and understand your own numbers in your charts. So what is your unique karma, life mission, and most important lessons in life? What archetype are you? How is your psyche built up, and which important lessons did you assimilate from your childhood and teen years? And how do your names form your vocation and your personality? How lucky are your names? Do you attract money and prosperity, or do you attract difficulties in these areas? And how do your most important numbers compare to the statistics that we have performed on over 100,000 celebrities? All of this and much more in the next video, so stay tuned.